First off, we have Jaeger. I think he's a better Wamai. His gun's it's kind of like a pea shooter, but I'd say high B tier for Jaeger. Ash, probably one of the best entries, I'd say. I think high A tier for Ash. Tubby, Tubaro, good ability, good use, can stall, DMR on defense. I mean, what more do you want? I think S tier for Tubby. Azami, she makes like unplayable places playable. Say that 10 times fast. Good gun, just incredible operator. Flores, he's kind of niche, a little niche. I'd say he's B tier. Goyo, I mean, it's Goyo. He's nuts. Vector, he's got the Vector, great ability. When he had shields, that was crazy. Brava, pretty niche. That's what these rankings are. So S is like you can play him anytime. A, you can play him most of the time. B is niche. C is like really niche. And F is just, you know, the 3 ops going in F tier or 4. Castle, he lost his ACOG. I still think he's a decent operator. I'd say A tier. Lion, one of the easiest operators to play. I'd say he's not A tier, but I'd probably rather have him over Bravo or Flores. Buck, I think he is the best destructive operator. You can use him vertical, up, down, sideways. You can do what you want with him. Cade, I think with the Thatcher buff, Cade is not as good as Bandit because you can no longer Cade trick, I guess, unless you ban Thatcher. But Cade is A tier. Rook, if you are playing Rook in the Big 26, you have issues. Okay, F tier. Sens, Joey's main operator, my boy. C tier. I'd say C tier. Sophia, where are we putting this? I'd say C tier. Yeah, I'm okay with C tier. Cav, if you're playing Cav, you're throwing. Doc, same thing. One shot head, like, get with the program here, okay? Siege is one shot headshot. If you're running healing ops, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Maestro, if Brava is banned, he's S tier. But if she isn't banned, then he's C tier. So we'll put him in the B tier. Oh my lord. We'll put him in the B tier. Ayana, kind of buns, kind of useless. C tier. Mira, S tier if she's not banned. She's usually banned, hence why she's in S tier, because she is very strong. IQ, some people thought Thatcher would just annihilate IQ, but I think she's got the fucking G gun. Strong gun. She's not as good as Thatcher, but still a decent operator. Montang, shield. Spoiler alert, all shields are probably going in the S tier. Dokubi, S tier. Hotline Bling, plus a DMR, which is an SMG 12. Okay, yeah. S tier for Dokubi for sure. Thunderbird, Ram, the new Ram. I say high B tier. You know, I'll go A tier, but below Buck. I think Buck, you can use Buck in a lot more situations than Ram. So we'll do that. We'll put Buck above Ram, but in the same tier. The dynamic duo here of Striker and Sentry. Call me crazy, but I think Striker and Sentry are S tier. Flexibility beyond belief. Great guns. I think just because they're boring, like they don't have like this crazy ability, so no one wants to play them. But I do believe they are S tier operators. Clown on me in the comments. Mozzie, I think he's C tier. Matt might hate on me for that one, but he's C tier. Warden, with the amount of flash grenades that are like in this game right now, he's got to be S tier. With the Thatcher buff, Fenrir, I think he's A. He's not S tier right now, but definitely a high A character right there. Fuse, I think I'm gonna give Fuse a C tier. I might get hated on for that, but I mean, he has a shield, so he should go in S tier, but no. If you're running the shield on Fuse, you know who you are. Stop. Zero. Zero's a good operator if you're with a team, I'd say. He's not like the greatest solo Q operator because, you know, you're not just sitting on cams the whole round on attack. So he's not a good solo Q operator, but it's an okay ability. I'd say high B tier. One of the best guns in the game. Ace, I think he's the best hard breacher in the game right now, next to Thermite. Has the best gun in the game. And now he's a thick boy, so he can take a lot more damage. Doesn't he have flashes too? I might be tripping. We have Mute, the fall from grace that Mute has had, but I still think he is an A tier operator, I think. 100%. Jackal, he's buns. They cooked my boy Jackal, that's for sure. Yeah, he needs a rework or something. We got Denari. Honestly, when that Denari video came out, I was like, this guy's gonna be a menace, but yeah, he's kind of buns, but I'll put him high C tier. Ella. Good counter against shields. If you can control her gun, she's that thing is a beam. I'd say A tier. Clown on me. Nomad, I think she's high A tier. Good gun. Like, you're never really mad to have a Nomad on your team. You're always happy to see a Nomad on your team. Can't hate on it. A tier. Solus, I think she's A tier. Good gun, good guns. Great ability. Yeah, A tier. Bandit, I think Bandit's S tier with the amount of hard breachers now with the buff they got. I think like you need to run a Bandit, and since K tricking is next to impossible. Knock, I don't think the DMR really changed a lot about Knock. I think she needs her silent step ability back, because like you're close range with a Knock. Why are you like, if you're Knock and you're running a DMR, you're crazy. Blitz, he blinds you and you can't shoot him. S tier. Here we have the Kool-Aid Man. Here we have the Kool-Aid Man busting through walls. He's okay. I mean, when are you really like, yeah, I need to play Oryx on this map? Never. You're never like, oh, we need an Oryx on this site. C tier for Oryx. Cappy Tau. Okay, if you're with a 5 stack, he's easily one of the best operators in the game, but minus that, he's like C tier, because if you're uncoordinated, he's kind of useless. So for that, we'll put him like mid A. Legion, not as strong as he used to be, lost the shorty, still a good operator. I love me some Legion. I'll put him A tier. I think Legion belongs in A tier for sure. Osa, people are just really dumb in general, but for some reason when they see an Osa shield, they just stand and wait for you to peek, and it's the easiest kills of all time. So definitely A tier. Capcan, people don't drone, to put it simply. No one drones in this meta. They just run in. And you get a lot of kills with Capcan. A tier operator. Pulse, if you play him correctly, I'd say he's A tier, 100%. Good ability, heartbeat sensor. You can scan enemies anywhere. You can give callouts. If your Pulse is not calling out anything, find a new teammate or never let him play Pulse again. Here we have Aura. Very niche. Some people just player to player, they just throw it on every door. I'd say B tier. She's kind of mid. She's pretty niche. Maverick, uncounterable. Now he has nades. S tier. Vigil, very annoying to play against. A good Vigil player. S tier. Not much to say about these ops. Alibi, her gun is nuts. If she had a 1.5, she's S tier, but since her ability is useless unless you're in like copper, C tier for sure. Clash, pretty broken if you know how to play her. If you're like a bad Clash player, obviously Clash is not gonna be good, but if you actually know how to play her, she is definitely S tier. Scopos, I have not played a lot of Scopos. I'm gonna keep it a buck, but I think she's definitely better than everyone in C tier. So I'm gonna go with B tier on that one. I'm gonna go B tier for Scopos. Frost, she lost the ACOG. If she had an ACOG, she's easily A tier. No ACOG, I'd say B tier again. Aruni, that gun is just so bad, by the way. Frost's gun is just so bad. It shoots so slow. It needs a higher fire rate or something. Like, they gotta do something. Rooney, S tier for Rooney. She's got the DMR, her Rooney gates, the Superman punch, unreal. Echo, Loki, Echo is kind of slept on. I'm gonna be honest. Echo is pretty slept on. Is he A tier though? I don't know. I'd say he's high B tier. I'll put him above Maestro. I feel like I'd rather have an Echo than a Maestro if Brava's not banned. You know, I'm gonna move Brava up a tier. I'm gonna put her A tier. Blackbeard, S tier. Again, like, even with the limb damage nerf, I still feel like they'll be meta, but yeah. Callie, if you are unironically playing Callie, you need to like rethink your decision making here. Like if you're like just you see Coastline and you're like, I need to play Cali Ruins, get checked out. Sledge, I don't think he's better than Ram, and I don't think he's better than Buck, so I'm gonna put him like high B tier. Clown on me for that. Malusi, underrated for sure. I'd rather have a Malusi than a Fenrir. I'd rather play Malusi. Yeah, okay. Malusi A tier. Grim, the beekeeper. I'd say he's high A tier. I'm not gonna clown on Grim anymore with my last tier list. Finka, I think she's okay. Good entry op. One of the easier operators to play. Just click a button and you're good. I want to say A tier because I love Finka, so screw you guys. That's what I'm doing. Smoke. I don't think he is as good as he used to be, but I still think he's good. I'd say he's above Mute. We'll go Smoke A tier. Glaz. If you play Glaz and no smokes, you're throwing. But no one's really happy to see a Glaz. If you play Glaz, like if you're a Glaz main, you gotta like rethink stuff. Like, would I rather have an IQ over a Glaz? C tier for Glaz? I'd rather have it, you know, yeah, I'd rather have every other operator other than Glaz, if I'm being honest. Other than like F tier, because that's just crazy if you play them. Habana, S tier. All hard breachers are just so good now, especially with the buffs they got. Tachanka, low key. Tachanka is low-key underrated. I mean, his gun, it's kind of dookie. His ability's kind of dookie, but underrated for sure. C tier. All that hype just to put him in C tier. Yes. Thatcher, S tier. He's kind of nuts now. Gridlock, the thickums. Kind of the same as Nomad. Not as good, but still like a really underrated operator. I don't see many people playing Gridlock. She's my kind of operator. Thermite, he makes really big fucking holes. S tier. Thorn, if you're playing Thorn at all, come on, what are we doing? Twitch, she's okay, kind of mid. Maru, she's niche. B tier. Wamai, not as good as Jaeger, so I'll put him B tier. He's not as good, but he's not bad. Valkyrie, information is key, and I'll continue to say this, but Valkyrie, S tier operator. Yang, flashes and smokes, LMG, S tier. Deimos, same thing, S tier. S tier ability. If you get good with Deimos's pistol, he's nuts. Okay, so you skipped my entire yapping session to see this. This is my 2026 Siege operator tier list. Take notes on it. If you disagree, I don't really care, because this is 100% factual information. This is the tier list of operators.